Yes, ma'am, because I only got 2 months though on it.
Yeah, here you go. Think about the present. The future will take care of itself.
I heard that, yeah, I read that in the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, live it though.
So here's the thing with, let me explain something to you. Wait a minute, stop, time out.
Dude, I got light on.
Time
I got
out.
light.
All right, we're gonna send you out. Here's the thing, sir. I understand that you're upset and that you want to be out. I don't know why you're not facing me.
Because I'm mad, miss.
Yeah.
Because the SCPD
Uh-huh.
lied to me. They've been harassing me for 2 years.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
So how is it my fault when?
Because
I
you
did
were in
my-
prison.
Guys, then I went back to Colorado.
Okay.
And
Whose voice was that I just heard?
that is Marshall
Who's Marshall?
Goings.
Law enforcement is on.
All right. Are you there for her on her warrant, Marshall? All
I
right.
am.
But
And again, why didn't you tell me you had a marshal there to take you into custody?
Vince, it's your motion. You may proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. We are asking for a bond reduction. He has a $25,000 bond. He's been incarcerated since February 22nd. He also has 2 misdemeanors, which the judge there advised me she would hear our motion after this one. I can swear in Mr. Orozco.
All right, Mr. Orozco, if you could unmute, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you can state your name for the record, please.
Andrew Orozco Jr.
All right, defense.
Yes, Mr. Orozco.
Yes, ma'am.
You are in custody for a robbery on a $25,000 bond. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been incarcerated since February 22nd on this charge.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any means of making a $25,000 bond?
Well, at this point, I do not, miss, because we were talking about the tape, the videotape.
Yes, sir. But we're not discussing that here. We're
Oh,
talking about
okay.
the bond.
Okay.
Do you own a home?
Yes, ma'am. I live with my sister.
Is it your home or your
Oh,
sister's
no, it's
home?
my sister's home. And,
So you don't own a home.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any property you could sell or pawn to help make your bail?
Right now, I do not. So my mom's gonna probably be helping me out.
And
That's why I was either requesting I try to get a ankle monitor. One of those ankle monitors.
yes, sir.
Mr. Orozco,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask you to listen to the question that's being asked of you and
Yes, ma'am.
answer that question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I apologize for that.
So what I'm asking is, do you or your family have any means of making a $25,000 bond?
If I ask my mom, she probably will.
And she can
I'm
afford
sorry,
to
wait a
do that?
minute. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that answer, please?
I think his microphone is not placed right. So I'm having trouble hearing you.
All right, stop
Excuse me,
trying to
can you
be
hear me?
cool. Pull the microphone. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that the $25,000, I don't have the money to pay it.
Okay. Can any of your family members pay that bond?
The bond right now, no. That's why we're just trying to lower the bond.
And how much money do you think your family could make? And you also have 2 misdemeanor bonds pending.
Yes, ma'am. And
How much money could your family afford to pay a bondsman to get you out of jail?
Like at least 500, 400, 300 at least, that's what I was basically trying to get, because we were talking about, remember that situation?
I know, but we're not talking
Okay.
about that now.
Yes,
We're just
ma'am.
talking about the bond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your family could afford a $500 to pay a PR bond or a bondsman.
Yes, ma'am. At least
Thank you.
you're
I
trying to
have
get it, at least trying to get it down to 200, 250, like at least.
Okay. I have no
Yes, ma'am.
further questions, Your
I'm so
Honor.
sorry.
All right, state any questions?
A few, Judge. Mr. Roscoe,
Yes, sir.
have you previously been to prison for assault family second?
This, I have pled guilty on the assault, yes, but this situation is not an assault. They're trying to say it was robbery. I never assaulted him. That's what I was, you know what I mean? In that situation, I never assaulted him.
Not this case, Mr. Roscoe. A previous case.
The period case was like about 6 years ago. You know what I mean? And other than 6 years ago, I've been staying out of trouble and going to work and doing what I had to do with my life. So that was like 6 years ago, and that was from my ex-girlfriend. They were trying to drop the charges at that time, but they said they couldn't do it. And we tried the affidavit and stuff like that, but that never worked out. So her decided just to take the plea. And that's what that situation that happened. But we're trying to drop the case, but it never happened that way. So
Objection unresponsive.
Sustained.
Before that, Mr. Roscoe, were you granted supervision for injury to?
That was a long time ago. Me and my wife and stuff, we're gonna dismiss that case too because it was
Objection not responsive.
Sustained. Mr. Roscoe,
Yes.
do you have 2 ears?
Yes, ma'am. I hear what he's saying.
And why don't you listen? No, listen to the question that's being asked and answer the question that's being asked of you. Do you understand?
Yes.
State.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Roscoe, has your family sought out bail assistance from any bail bond companies?
No, never have.
No further questions.
Defense, any follow-up?
No, Your Honor, we rest.
All right, state.
Judge, state objects to defense's motion, believes the bond set is appropriate. This defendant has a violent history, and there has been no attempts to actually make bail other than personal finances. So the state would object.
All right, and does the state have any evidence to present?
The state offers states one, it's the offense report from the case, Judge, for purposes of this bond hearing. The state has also tendered a court and counsel states two, which just reflects the criminal history of the accused person in county, Judge.
Any objections to states exhibits 1 and 2?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then states exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted. The court will hear argument. Defense, it's your motion. You may go first.
Your Honor, Mr. Orozco has been incarcerated since February 22nd on a $25,000 bond plus 2 misdemeanor bonds. He has no means of making this. We are planning on fighting this case. He'd like to get out so he could assist me with any defenses on this case. And we ask for a bond reduction that he could make, which according to a family come up with $500, that would be a $5,000 bond or a PR bond.
All right, Mr. Orozco, you do
Yes,
not
ma'am.
qualify for a PR bond. The court will be denying your motion to reduce bond. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
I have nothing on the bond hearing, but I do have a minor issue after this, Your Honor.
All right, then the motion for the bond reduction hearing is closed. What other issue do you have, Ms. Middleton?
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for funds to hire an investigator on his case. We do have some video issues and such.
Okay, are you appointed?
I am.
Yes, just file the motion.
Thank you, ma'am.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of theft of person? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed those documents. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I would like to ask that you consider the 80-20 on the state jail felony. And other than that, he takes responsibility for his action. We'd like you to follow the plea bargain.
All right, Ms. Middleton, in regards to that, I always receive notices from the facility whether or not people are doing well. So, Mr. Roscoe, if you want consideration for that, you need to be working in the programs that are there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, because I only got 2 months though on it.
Yeah, here you go. Think about the present. The future will take care of itself.
I heard that. Yeah, I read that in the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, live it though. So the court will sentence you to 12 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine. Time and money run concurrent. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 656-052, 653-457. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because it follows your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Well, you're doing that,
Yes,
but I
ma'am.
don't know what that means.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Oh, yes, I do. I understand.
All right. And so if you don't know what a weapon, the definition for weapon, the legal definition, you need to ask an attorney. With that, we'll close the record.
All right, Mr. Orozco. You are set today. Let me see.
And Judge, there was an ag assault deadly weapon that just got indicted last week.
All right. And are you on that as well?
Yes, sir, I'm on all of this.
Okay. So sorry, you had a question you were raising your hand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I don't know if you received my letter I gave to you.
No, what ends up happening whenever you send a letter from the jail, what ends up happening is one, it's reviewed by the people at the jail.
Okay.
So everybody needs to be careful what they're putting in letters. And then I don't receive it. The persons who end up receiving it are the state's attorney because they're entitled to look at it. And then once it makes its way into the court's file, that's when I see it. So whenever you send a letter directly from the jail to the court, it doesn't automatically come to me.
Okay.
All right.
And then also I sent a letter to SAPD about the situation.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to reset this and we're going to reset this for March 18th.
I was gonna ask for 2 weeks, just so the state could potentially talk to their witnesses and maybe we can get a resolution on this matter on the ag assault, if that's okay with the court.
All right. I'll set it for March 18th. Then if you want it sooner than that, you can always have him brought over sooner. And the reason why I'm saying March 18th is because you're in trial this week.
And Judge, just so the court's aware, I am starting a juvenile trial in Kendall County on that day, on the 18th.
Ah, well, we can put it for March 11th. Are you okay with March 11th?
That should be fine, Judge. I start another continuous sex abuse of a child.
All right, we'll put it for March 4th.
That's perfect.
All right. We'll bring you back on March 4th.
I'm just trying to get it resolved, miss.
Well, here's the thing. Let me ask you that. Let me ask you this. Do you want your attorney to try to resolve an issue and they have not seen a case because it's just been indicted? What that means is if the state wanted to be unkind, they could probably say, oh, this is a 20-year case. Your attorney doesn't know if that's the case or not because they haven't received or seen the information. So your attorney is trying to get the information for you so that he can represent you competently. You don't want anyone to give you a decision on something when they haven't seen everything, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to do it as quickly as possible. He's trying to do it as quickly as possible. So we're saying March 4th.
Thank you, sir.
All right. You're welcome.
March 4th. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Have a seat, sir.
It appears we just saw you the other day.
Every day you see me, it's a great.
I like the suit again. All right, what are we doing with Mr. Orozco?
Well, Your Honor, the state has tendered an offer. We are respectfully declining that offer. So
Okay,
we're
was the offer tendered today?
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 34 years old, miss.
All right, so what I do, I always give people a chance to think about the offer, especially when an offer is just tendered today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall you for a plea deadline date, and then we'll set you for a jury trial date.
All right, well, I was trying to ask them if I can get the 10 years.
No.
Yeah.
The judge does not hear that.
Oh, so here's the thing with, let me explain something to you. Wait a minute, stop, time out.
Miss, I got light on. I
Time
got
out.
light. Miss,
All right, we're
they lied to
gonna
me.
send you out. So I want you to listen to me clearly. It is not my role to hear the facts in this case. What ends up happening, if you go to a jury trial, a jury will hear it. If you want a bench trial, then I will hear the facts of the case. That's how it works. I'm not allowed to hear your plea negotiations with the state and your defense counsel unless they want me to hear that, but that is not allowed. Here's the thing, sir. I understand that you're upset and that you want to be out? I don't know why you're not facing me.
Because I'm mad, miss,
Yeah.
because the SAPD
Uh-huh.
lied to me and they've been harassing me for 2 years.
So does he need an evaluation or no?
I don't believe so, Your Honor. We've been effectively been able to communicate.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing, because SAPD, according to you, lied to you, and because they treated you badly, that is no reason to disrespect the court. For example, the way you're treating me now, guess what? What if I were to say every inmate over there, because you treated me this way, I'm going to treat them badly, or I'm going to treat you badly because you're being disrespectful to the court? That would not be right. I don't do that. So don't do that to me. Do not, here's the thing, do not come to this court putting something on this court that somebody else did to you, because I didn't do it. So what I am telling you, if you will listen, all right, take a deep breath and listen. The state and the defense, they negotiate, and the state offers whatever they offer. The defense will tell you what the offer is. I'm not allowed, because those plea negotiations are supposed to be confidential. I'm not allowed to get involved with that. I know from what you're telling me is that you want to tell me about your case and how these charges never should have been brought, or maybe they should be dismissed. At this point in the process, it is not my job to hear that. I'm not allowed to hear that yet, unless there's a motion to suppress, or unless you want to have a bench trial and you want me to hear it, or either I will hear it when you have a jury trial. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand the frustrations that people will have because you're at the jail. You don't feel like you should be at the jail. You don't feel like these charges ever should have been brought. You don't feel like this case should have been indicted if people just had the facts. I understand. I understand your frustration, but do not take your frustration out on the court. I try to move these cases as quickly as possible. You have been here on January 2024. And then your court appointed counsel was ill, so he asked it to be removed. So Mr. Arguelles was appointed, and I'm sure he got on your case as quickly as possible. He's just finished a murder trial. The state just gave you an offer today. So what's going to end up happening, and I want you to hear me clearly, this is going to be recalled for March 25th. You can either accept or reject the state's offer. If you choose to reject their offer, what is going to end up happening is we're going to get you a jury trial as quickly as possible. That's how things are going to flow here. Is there anything else?
Nothing for the defense.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Arguelles.
It's better every day.
Yeah. Deputy Laura, why must I raise my voice?
You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, I'm like,
You know, Judge, sometimes that's the only way they understand. Yeah.
that's what my mom would say with us. Brenda, are you ready to proceed?
I hope Brenda's watching this on Zoom because I'm Suzanne.
Oh, no, I'm talking about Brenda.
I thought you meant because everybody calls me Brenda.
Yeah, no, I said Brenda.
I really
was
thought it's like,
what?
oh, Brenda's gonna love this.
Yeah. All right, I'll call you Brenda.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
The court is going to call State of Texas versus Betty Gonzalez. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Suzanne Kramer.
All right, we're here on I'm sorry, are you Miss Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
We're here on a PR bond application that was tendered to the court for pretrial services on case number 668-684 and 668.
That answers my question, Judge. Let me have her taken to the back. I'm so sorry. She is not our event this one.
All right, thank you. All right, and then we have 668-685.
I like your nail polish. You're pretty ring.
She's speaking to you, Ryan.
You
Ma'am, you gotta come over here.
All right, so and the other cost number is 668-686.
8-5. State, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Defense, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Have both parties received the Bear County Pretrial Services interview report?
I did review it.
State?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Ms. Kramer, I'm assuming you're requesting the PR bond?
Yes, Judge, and there are things that Ms. Gonzalez informed me of that are not reflected in that report, personal life things that she just wanted you to know. One of which is that she has a job waiting for her at a place called Raymond's Burgers on Pleasant. She
All right,
also
do you want
has.
to call your client as a witness?
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand.
Okay, Betty, you and I discussed your employment situation. Could you inform the judge of what that situation is? Should you be able to get out of jail?
Yes, my brother's his boss runs a burger place. And they're needing help and they offered it to me as long as I got home. They even have an apartment right there.
Okay, time out. Excuse me. Everyone, we're on the record. If you're going to speak while we're on the record, I'm going to ask that you lower your voice because Brenda needs to hear everything that's going on. If she can't hear it, that means that she can't take it down, and that means that it didn't happen. All right. So continue your question.
So, just to be clear, so what is the name of this restaurant?
It's Raymond's Burgers.
And where is it located?
It's off of Pierce Road 14604.
And we also discussed your living situation.
Yes, my brother, the boss of Raymond's Burgers is good friends with my brother's boss. And they offered me the job. They have an apartment right next to the restaurant for me to help them work there and open up their names.
And that will be available to you when you get out. Now, we also discussed a situation concerning your son.
My son.
Could you, what happened to your son?
Well, my son was helping out. He went to the mall because he was coming down to San Antonio to live with me.
Just
And
real quick, where does your son live right now?
in Portland, Oregon.
And he went to the mall and what happened?
Well, he rescued a 16 and a 14-year-old, but he got shot in the middle of rescuing these two little boys that were getting jumped.
And when you say jump, somebody was trying to take their car or rob them?
No, they were just fighting in the mall, I guess, is what they told me.
So is he currently still in the hospital?
Yes, he's going in and out of surgery, and my ex-husband told me that he wanted to still come back to San Antonio. And he was going to one more surgery, but he wanted to come down, but he wanted to make sure that I was going to be out and take care of him.
And you informed me of the severity of his injuries. Could you let the judge know?
He lost a kidney, a spleen, and some of his intestines.
And he wants to come live here. You're not asking to go
No.
there.
He's coming to live in San Antonio with me, so I could take care of him.
Thank you. Pass.
All right, State, any question?
No questions, sir.
All right, then the court will hear argument. Defense,
Um,
technically it's your motion.
Well, yeah. I understand, that she's got the prior felonies and that usually is the big kicker on a personal bond. But they were a while ago and, she has been doing fairly good. She's trying to be responsible with her son. I gave her a very stern lecture that however she gets out, be it on bond or a PR bond, that she can't just leave me hanging in the lurch and I have no way to get a hold of her, because when that happens, generally it's inevitable that a warrant will get issued again. And she absolutely understands that. And I told her, the judge notates when all of that stuff happens on the court file. So, it's not something that you want to have the judge being aware of. So I think, and I don't know if she could afford a GPS. Maybe if you did that, we could waive the fees. But I just think considering the circumstances she's in, does have a job though, and does have a place to live when she gets out, which is sometimes half the battle with people on peer bond. I think that we should at least afford her the opportunity to show you that she can be compliant with that.
All right, State.
And Judge, our objection to a PR bond is solely based on her criminal history. She has a prior felony conviction. And that's why she's charged with felony conviction, as well as the nature of the new offenses. A drug case, and she was alleged to have been in possession of a firearm. And so that's why we are objected to it. We did agree to a lower bond, but the defense still would like to, I guess, request a PR bond.
All right, so where are we in the process with these cases in the system?
Oh, I don't even think the labs are back on the drug case at all, right?
They are.
They are?
Yeah.
I haven't not noticed that then.
Yeah, I don't know when they came back. It hasn't been filed yet, Judge.
All right, so here's part of the court's issue. Part of my issue with granting your PR bond is the rules that I'm bound by. And the rules I'm bound by have to are related to Texas Code of Criminal Procedure 17.15.
If I might speak to that, Judge?
Yes, please.
Because the bonds were originally set at the magistrate, before we approached, I did talk to the presiding magistrate. And she said that she doesn't believe that statute applies because all of that prior IDR and whatever they've got to look at over there has already been done. And so you can now do whatever you want on the bonds, PR bond, lower the bond, whatever you want. She said
All right.
that's okay.
So the key word in your rendition to me is the magistrate believes.
Oh, okay. The magistrate stated to me.
Yeah, no, I need that information. So I'm gonna need the information. I'm gonna need to see police reports. I'm gonna need to know whether or not she has ever missed reporting for court. Because I don't know that. And when they say misreporting for court, they're not specifically talking about this case.
Oh,
They're
I
talking
understand.
about globally.
She
No, I'm
hasn't had a
explaining-
chance to miss.
No,
on
I'm
this
explaining to your client. So that includes any case, not just the case that you're here for before the court, okay? So what I can do is I can refer this back to the magistrate. And I can refer it to Judge Carruthers or refer it back to the county magistrates. The county magistrates may be able to do it quicker because it's already in the system there, as your attorney says. So we can do that and have it referred back to them ASAP.
I would prefer the county magistrate, Judge.
Okay. Thank you. All right, Ms. Ferguson. Can you see if we can get a county magistrate to hear this? So we'll have a county magistrate hear it, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Maybe be excused.
Yes. Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just in reference to any possibility that you might hold her pending the TAP evaluation, she can probably speak to this better than I, but in the interim, since this happened, she has cut ties with all of those people. Additionally, she lost her son, so she's now the caretaker of her grandchild, and she has a job. And so the longer she sits in jail, the more likely she might lose that job. She's been doing very well, other than there was an FTA on her, which I don't remember there being an FTA. So I'm not really sure why she was on bond and got taken back into custody. But she understands that if you release her today, she must go in to get the TAP evaluation, and failing to do so would you would issue another warrant.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 42, ma'am.
How many children do you have?
I have 3,
What are their ages?
20, 18, and 16.
And how old is this grandchild that your attorney was speaking of?
Grandbaby's just gonna come soon. She's on, it's on, still. She's still pregnant with the baby.
Okay. Who's with your 16-year-old?
A 16-year-old's in foster care right now, fighting for her to come home.
Okay, so there is a CPS case.
No, it's not a CPS case. When I was in prison this last time, my dad had custody of my baby. And CPS case was on my ex-husband because he mistreated her. So I've been fighting for her to come back home to me. But because she's in another state, and I've been doing it into like through the phone, talking to the courts over the phone and fighting for my child like that way.
When's the last time you had employment before you were in custody?
I'm sorry?
When is the last time you had employment before you were taken into custody?
When was it? You have a job? Tell her.
Oh, I have a job right now. I work at Burlington, ma'am. It took me 2 weeks to fight to get into this job.
And these other people you were with, how do you know them?
There were street family. I just cut them off.
Wait a minute, what?
It was like a street family, something by myself.
A street family?
A street family. Like I don't talk to my blood family because they were putting me in the bad. So I cut ties to my own blood family, and I grew on to the street family, but I cut ties to them too because they were putting me in the bad as well. I just chose to do better for myself.
Where are you
I'm gonna be a
from?
grandmother.
Where
I'm from
you-
here, ma'am. I just cut ties to my whole family just so I could better my life.
Is there any gang affiliation? See, I'm trying to figure out, how did you come to be with two other people who obviously everybody has drugs, there are guns in the car?
One's my brother and the other one's my cousin. That's why I'm cutting ties to my own.
Okay,
family.
so you were saying that this is your street family, so now I'm hearing these are blood
The
relatives?
ones, my co-defendants were my blood family. My street family that I was living with, I cut ties to them because they started to use drugs, and I'm trying to get away from it because I want to live for my grandchild and try and get my baby back.
All right, so
That's the reason why I
what drugs
cut
have you been
ties.
using?
I've been using methamphetamines, but I'm sober. Prior to coming in for this warrant, I was already sober for a week and a half. I cut ties from doing drugs. I'm even signing up to go to be a substance abuse counselor as well, man.
All right. So what's her criminal history like? What's your criminal history?
My criminal history is possession, ma'am.
Have you been to prison before?
Yes, ma'am.
State
State jail
For what?
for possession.
All right. So what drugs have you used other than meth?
Marijuana.
And what else?
That's it, ma'am.
Well, in this police report, it says that y'all had Xanax in a cooler.
That happened to me.
All right. How long would it be to get a TAP evaluation while in custody? I'm gonna need a TAP evaluation.
I'm just really afraid this job that she has at Burlington won't last that long. And she knows that if she doesn't show up to probation to do the tap, that you're going to issue a warrant. She'll be right back in
No,
jail.
I mean, she may need inpatient treatment. That's why, I mean, I don't know. But it's obvious to me she has major drug issues, and the fact that she has a child that's in foster care,
But
in
that-
which state?
Not to cut you off, ma'am, but that foster care is not my fault.
Yeah, it is,
So how is it my fault when? I
because
gave
you were
my-
in
my dad-
prison.
I was in prison because of possession charge,
Yes.
but I wasn't using.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Then this time I was, ma'am, I really
All right,
was.
let me ask you
using it,
this.
And I'm going to classes for this stuff.
Oh, no, she can continue. All right, I understand, but here's the thing. I've done CPS cases before as a defense attorney. And when clients would tell me, hey, it's not my fault, my child is in care, I've been at the prison, somebody else should have been doing that. But when children are brought into this world, you know who's responsible for them? The mother, the father. Those are the people responsible. And a lot of people think that grandparents are responsible, but grandparents are not really responsible. Sometimes they step up and say, I'll do this, but that's not their job. So if your child is under CPS care while you were in prison, that's partially your fault, because you should have been there. You were not there. You were at the prison for possession. I understand about the Burlington job. I really do, but you're not going to be any help to your grandchild until you get help with your own drug problem. And I can tell you right now, if Child Protective Services is doing their job, they are not going to allow you around your grandchild until you get your life together. And being drug-free for 2 weeks on meth is not a long time. That's not even enough to start a habit of not using.
Man, what I just started using, that's why I got off of it.
Yeah. All right, so you say the TAP evaluation can be done in 2 weeks? All right, Ms. Fergus, can you recall this in 3 weeks? And we're just doing a TAP evaluation. All right, we're going to do February 2nd. And probation, can you do a referral also to felony drug court? Felony drug court will, Ms. Kramer will probably be able to see her by next week.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. So we'll see you back on February 2nd. And they're asking, have both parties had a chance to review the TAP evaluation?
I have not, Your Honor.
I have, Judge. My interpretation of that was that At this point, she doesn't need any treatment. However, should the need arise, they would recommend the court put her in outpatient, intensive outpatient treatment.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, how many children do you have? I'm sorry?
3,
What are their ages?
20, 18, and 16.
And where's the 16-year-old and 18-year-old living?
So my 18-year-old has her own place. My 16-year-old is with her foster family.
With who?
Foster family.
And who is Raul Hinojosa to you?
That's my older brother.
And who is well, you say your little brother. How old is he?
Raul also my older brother.
Oh, that's your older brother?
Yeah.
All right, and who is Valdemar Hinojosa?
That's my cousin.
And when you're released, where are you going to be living?
Oh, with Myra Meeks.
I'm sorry?
With Myra Meeks.
Who is that?
She's like my street mom, she's a friend of mine. She's a real good friend of mine.
What do you mean she's like your street mom?
Yeah, I look up to her, she's my mom.
What does she do for a living? What does she do for a living?
She's retired now. She's just a housewife.
All right, and does she, I don't even know who this person is. Does anybody know who this person is?
This is the first I'm hearing of it. In terms of where she would live, I don't know if probation asked her that or not.
All right, so here's the thing. I have an issue with somebody saying they're gonna live with their street mom. I don't know anything about her.
That's fine.
So you're not gonna be able to live there until I get more information, until probation is able to go out there. So she's gonna have to live at Haven for Hope or somewhere else. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. The court is gonna sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years, $2,500 fine. That'll be probated. There is a $57 restitution to SAPD for laboratory testing. Regular UAs. Well, no, we're going to do the UA hotline. And she needs to be tested at least once a week, and that's until further notice. 200 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. Parenting classes, once you complete parenting classes, the remaining hours will be waived. All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. You're gonna have to do better.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Maybe be excused.
Yes. Joseph and Zadua.
Sitting on the right side, right, Judge?
Hmm?
I'm sitting on the correct side?
Yes, you are.
Sure.
Oh, and congratulations on the baby. She's such a cutie pie.
My gosh, Judge, my first two, brown
Mhm.
eyes, whole way through.
Mhm.
My wife's got green.
Mhm.
I've been, and this little girl, if you take my wife's green eyes and then you take a little bit lighter shade of my brown
Mhm.
and you overlay them, that's my daughter's eye right now.
Aw.
Like that jungle green.
Yes.
I don't know if it's gonna fade though.
You're like praying, please don't let it fade.
I'm like, please don't let it fade. At the same time though, dark green eyes with my skin color, I'm gonna have to fight. I'm gonna have to get shotgun light.
People will ask questions like, where are the dark green eyes coming from? And then she can tell everybody. But she is a cutie pie. It's hard to believe it's been a month.
You're telling me, Judge.
Time goes fast.
Yeah, especially when you're not getting any sleep.
Yeah.
Goes by real fast.
She's running the household. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right, court is going to call 2022 CR 9686B, State of Texas versus Betty Jean Gonzalez, AKA Betty Jean Gonzalez, one with a Z, one with an S. All right, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Jump at us for defense.
And are you Miss Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Are you saying Betty Jean Gonzalez, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 9686B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on February 2nd, 2023 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, ma'am. Violated condition number 1, on or about the 6th day of May, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Betty Jean Gonzalez, AKA Betty Jean Gonzalez, committed the offense of possession, controlled substance penalty group 1 in violation of condition number 1. And actually, Judge, if I could make an oral amendment to this doesn't allege the amount, but it should be possession.
Oh,
of-
you don't need to
Oh, okay.
put the amount in, counsel.
Okay, sorry, Judge.
Oh, no, no problem.
And we waive the other violations.
All right, to violation of condition number 1, how do you plead, true or not true?
True.
And with regards to the state's waivers, defense, do you have any objection?
No objections, Judge.
All right, did you understand by pleading the violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Judge. I've spoken to defense counsel and Deshaun with probation, and we'd like to refer the defendant to felony drug court, Judge. And if she's not accepted in the felony drug court, we'd like her to go to inpatient, either SATIF or SAFE, Judge.
All right, defense, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Would you state your name for the record?
Betty Jean Gonzalez.
All right. So, Ms. Gonzalez, you know yourself better than I do, better than your attorney does, and better than probation does. If you want the treatment and you have a drug problem, I will most definitely refer you. I'll deny the motion, refer you to felony drug court. If felony drug court doesn't accept you, then you will be accepted into an inpatient treatment facility. But you know whether you can do this or not. Now, with the amount of drugs you had, even though it was reduced to possession, felony drug court may not accept you. And that's based upon the amount of drugs you have. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so I can do that, or if you would like, I can revoke you and I will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. So it's completely up to you. When people want help, I want to give them help. I want people to do better. I note that you have people in your life, probably young people in your life, because I ordered parenting classes for you. But if you're not ready to take the help and ready to really work hard, because you're going to have to work really hard to maintain your sobriety, to not pick up any more cases. And I know with the possession less than, the possession penalty group 1, I know the only difference between that case that you have and not having it is the fact that you didn't get a chance to use it. So I understand that. So what would you like to do? If you would like to discuss it with your attorney, you can, but you know yourself better than I do and he does.
I do need the help.
All right.
I really do want the help.
So you want the help?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to give you the help, but you're going to have to make better decisions. When things happen in your life, the go-to can't be, I'm going to go out and get drugs, because otherwise what's going to end up happening is you're going to have another case and you're going to be back before me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to do a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then inpatient treatment, either at if probation, if you're recommending SATIF or safety. All right, that'll be SATIF. And if SATIF doesn't accept her, then it will be ISF, cognitive and substantive tract. And this is to happen while in custody. If you are accepted in felony drug court will be the person that is over your probation. The only time you'll come back to me is if you are unsuccessful, or if you're coming back to me asking me to appear at your graduation.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I always, if I'm in town, I will be at your graduation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. And state is dismissing the other charge. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Probation, is there anything else she needs? All right, thank you, good luck.
Thank you. Maybe excuse?
Yes. 22 CR 9686B, State of Texas versus Betty Jean Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record? State,
Andrew Harris, Salem.
defense,
Thomas Wilson for the defense.
and are you Betty Jean Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Betty Jean Gonzalez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 9686B for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams on February 2nd, 2023 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 11th day of October 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Betty Jean Gonzalez did fail to turn herself into the Bexar County Jail by 5 p.m. in violation of condition number 48.
To violation of condition number 48, how do you plead? True or not true? True. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 48, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 48?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 48 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
I believe so, Your Honor. Deny the motion, alter and amend to include static with aftercare, sober support meetings, private counseling, and SA Hope Center referral.
All right, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Gonzalez.
All right, you understand you're actually on deferred adjudication for a term of 10 years. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that you're on probation for a term of 10 years, it tells me that this case was on a razor's edge on whether you should go to prison or whether you should be on probation. Do you understand? I'm going to give you a choice today. I think you need help. I think you have drug issues. I think if you don't maintain your sobriety, one or two things going to happen. Either you're going to end up spending a lot of time in prison, or either somebody's going to have to identify a body that's on the side of the road. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So here are your choices. I can follow the agreement that's been reached by both parties, or either I can sentence you to 4 years in the prison. You know yourself better than I do, better than your attorney does, better than the state does, or probation does. But if you wish to be continued on probation, I'm sending you to SafeP. And once you're released from SafeP, you can be referred to felony drug court. As of now, felony drug court does not have any room. So which do you prefer? So which do you prefer? All right. And I think that's something you need. And this is not your first motion to revoke. And you have children. That's why I ordered parenting classes. So I'll deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include SafeP. And she's to remain in custody until transfer. And we can do a referral to felony drug court, so she'll be on their radar. So when she's released, okay, all right, thank you. Then it'll be SafeP, followed by aftercare. And then once she's released, I'm gonna want 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Counsel, is there anything else?
Sorry, Your Honor.
Is there anything you need from the court to be successful? Anything else? All right, good luck to you.
I'll leave your court date. You can still call back and find out who your attorney is, but if you're smart, you'll go down to your local sheriff and turn yourself in on your warrant.
Please, is there any way that you can just lift the warrant? I'm so
Well, I would have if you hadn't lied to me.
I'm so sorry.
But like I said, I can't believe anything you tell me now. I mean, you just sat there and looked at the camera and just flat lied.
I'm sorry. I'm just really been stressed out. my uncle, who was like my best friend, just passed away while I was in jail. That's why we were going out to Georgia, is because he passed away.
Where were you going?
To Savannah, Georgia.
Weren't you going the wrong direction from
I
Kansas?
don't believe so.
You were going to Savannah, Georgia, because your uncle just passed. You were in Kansas, and you ended up in Colorado. Is that right?
No, I was before I got arrested. I was going to Savannah, Georgia. I was just following the maps, like what the maps told me to go.
But you ended up in Colorado. Those are
No,
opposite directions.
this was before I went back to Colorado, before I got out of jail. Before I even got arrested, I was heading to Savannah, Georgia, because my uncle was on his deathbed. It was really, we were pretty close. And it was my mom's last living family member, because my grandma and my aunt had passed away like a couple months before that. And so, like, it's been really hard.
And your mom's in what state right now?
She's in Palmer, Alaska.
And she came all the way to Kansas in September to post your cash bond? Is that right?
She was in Savannah, Georgia, when I called her, praying, like seeing her brother in the hospital, dealing with that, and then she came to Kansas to bail me out.
So she was in Savannah, Georgia, dealing with her brother on death's door, passing away, and then she had to drop everything there and come to Kansas and put up $7,500 cash to get you out of jail. And then you failed to come to court for the day you made bond. And now you have lied today and told me you were in Alaska, when in fact you are in Colorado. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you're accused of having possessed methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia. Well, how in the world did Greenwood County end up having to deal with you? How did you end up here? You're on the way to Georgia? And you got what, stopped for traffic?
Yeah, pulled over, I guess, for speeding. I believe that's what the original thing was for, and the person driving didn't stop. They just kept going.
Are you related to the person driving?
No.
Who were you with?
My ex-boyfriend.
Okay, what's his name?
Aaron Berg.
Aaron Berg, I think he's on the docket too. And is that a tattoo or a scar, or what is that above your eyebrow there?
It's a tattoo.
And what's it say?
Calypsia.
What does that mean?
It's the delusion of seeing things more beautiful than they really are.
Well, I was curious because I saw that, I think, in the same place on another girl earlier today. Do you know anybody else in this area that has that on?
No.
Okay. Well, how far are you from the nearest law enforcement office, if you know?
Like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe.
Do you
In
normally,
downtown Colorado Springs.
okay, and do you normally stay at this gentleman's house? Is this where you're staying right now?
Just frequently, like.
Okay. Well, where are you gonna be between now and your next court date?
Here and or in Manitou Springs.
And who do you know in Manitou Springs?
Suzanne.
What's Suzanne's last name?
I don't know.
Family, friend, acquaintance?
Friend.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have you sit there for a little bit while I think about what I'm gonna do with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna take a recess from Miss Green's case. We're gonna take up Van Doe. Are you still with me, Miss Green? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And you told me, did you tell me you're gonna turn yourself in or not?
Oh, I mean, yeah. My friend wanted to, if it was okay, talk to the courts.
All right,
Okay. Yeah.
Good afternoon again, Your Honor.
yes, sir.
Again, I apologize for the way I look. I've been home here painting windows. I haven't heard all of the proceedings here, but I did hear the part, everything from the time I first spoke to you and after that. And if it would help the court at all, I would be willing to guarantee that you would stay here for at least the next 3 or 4 days. I'm a renter. It's a large house, 8-bedroom house, so there's plenty of room for her. But when my landlord, who's out of town, if she okays it when she gets back, Ms. Green could stay here for an even extended period of time. But I can't promise that right now. But I can promise the court that I can guarantee her whereabouts, at least for the near future.
Okay, so you live in an 8-bedroom house?
I do. I rent an 8-bedroom house, but I also do a lot of maintenance here. I'm painting the windows right now as part of my rent. It's a beautiful house, but it needs some work, and that's what I'm doing.
Where'd you say your address was?
Green Mountain Falls, Colorado, 80819.
Okay, you lost me now. And is there any kind, so apparently there's not an apartment number to it if it's a house?
No apartment number.
Okay, Foster Avenue.
Correct.
And the name again, I'm sorry, was it Green?
That's fine. Green Mountain Falls. It's a gorgeous town here, located just 15 miles west of Colorado Springs.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say?
Did.
Okay.
Okay, and what county are you in?
El Paso.
El Paso. And what is your connection to this young lady? She was kind of vague on that.
Yeah, there's no real clear connection, I guess. I first met her friend, the one who's also involved in this case. His name is Aaron, and met Miss Green through that, and just kind of befriended them a little bit, and would talk to them and see them around town from time to time and things like that. And that's about the entire connection. It hasn't gone on very long, but it's been. I feel I know her well enough that I could guarantee the court of her whereabouts, and if there is any problem, you can bet I'll contact you, because I'm not going to jeopardize my freedom or anything else by.
Well, did you hear us talking about how her mother had posted a $7,500 cash bond and she skipped out on that?
I did.
So her mom's going to lose $7,500, but you're still feeling confident enough you can keep her around?
I think I can, Your Honor. And if I can't, you'll be the first one I call.
Okay. And you know that she's looking at some serious charges here.
Yes, I understand. But to be honest, I don't see how that affects me in any way, as long as whatever I tell you, I do.
But if she's staying in your house and she's possessing felony drugs,
it's not going to happen. I can guarantee you she will not possess felony drug in my house. I can guarantee you that.
And is her co-defendant staying with you out there as well?
No, ma'am.
Oh, here. Bible.
What?
Oh.
What'd you say?
My dog is barking at somebody outside, but.
So you have a dog with you there in Colorado also?
Yeah, he's my little Chiweenie.
Okay. And what kind of work do you do, sir?
I retired, ma'am. Previously, I had a business called I sold technology, is where the wide terminology anyhow, to the public sector, state, local, federal agencies, things like that.
And if I tell you to drive her to the local sheriff, would you do it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I thought I had figured out what I was gonna do with her. Give me a few more minutes. Let me
Yes,
take
ma'am.
out this Reynolds so she doesn't have to keep working.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, let me check back in with Karis Green. Miss Green, are you still there? Miss Green, what's going on with you? You've changed locations.
Huh?
You've changed locations. You're outside now. We're back on the record in 2022. CR 136, State versus Karis Green. Parties appearing as before. Where are you now? You look like you've gone outside.
Oh, I'm just on the balcony.
Okay.
Yeah. Of this nice house.
Okay. All right. I've given you a court date. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, November 18th.
You must be here November 18th. At what time?
At 1:30.
1:30. Missy, is that what you show?
You wanna
11:18 at 1:30. Yeah.
Okay. You've got an attorney, or you're gonna
I
call
do not.
Friday? You're gonna call Friday and find out who it is.
I am, yes, ma'am.
And then we've got a bond hearing for motion for judgment on bond, Miss Gillette, is that right?
Yes, it's on November 18th.
Is it at 1:30 also?
It's at 1 just before that.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
It was
put her-
certified mailed to her last known address where her mom lives.
At least where she said her mom lived.
She'll forward it to me here in Greenwood County. When she
Okay,
was,
let's just put her at 1 o'clock instead of putting her on both 1 and 1:30.
Okay.
And,
Can we just do it 1:30 since we have a docket?
okay, we'll just do it at 1:30. And I'm going to leave her bond active, or her warrant active.
you're gonna leave my one. Is there any way you could quash it? Ma'am, I know I messed up.
Don't use that language in court, that's contempt.
I'm so sorry. I know I messed up big time. And I really apologize for lying to you in your court. That was really not a good idea.
I don't think you've ever told me yet why you actually lied and said you were in Alaska right now. You want to try again?
Tell her the entire truth and let her know that we're here right now.
I just thought maybe I would get in trouble because I hadn't told you guys that I went back to Colorado.
Okay.
And
whose voice was that I just heard?
That is Marshall.
Who's Marshall?
Marshall Goings.
Law enforcement is on.
All right. Are you there for her on her warrant, Marshall? All right.
I am.
But and again, why didn't you tell me you had a marshal there to take you into custody?
I was getting to that. I was.
Right. Okay. Well, you're going with him now. Then we're gonna quit playing games and.
I wasn't trying to play games with you, miss, and I really apologize for lying to you in your court. It wasn't right. I'm just trying to do the right.
You've taken enough, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off there. You've taken enough time of the officer. How long's he been there?
Just like 5 minutes.
All right. Well, you go with him. You go with him. All right. Thank you.
What's my bail at?
Well, he can tell you when he gets you down there and looks at your warrant. You better call your mom and tell her you cost her $7,500 on her bond. And we'll be in recess at this time. Thank you, officer.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry, but Can't believe that. I'm so sorry. I'll call one final.
Can you please feel
Yeah,
me up?
absolutely, absolutely. Think about it, don't they? Go with these guys, don't, that's all you can do. It's not gonna be that tough. I'll watch the dog, the dog will be fine, I guarantee you that.
We get a confirmation.
Anybody? Yes.
3 more minutes and we'll send a second.
Dog is gonna go nuts. You guys don't take her.